Whether flying through space, stomping in mechs, or spending time with community and friends, Father Bill spreads good news, good vibes, and good times. You are invited now to join the stream with Father Bill.
We are initiating emergency protocols. All visitors report immediately to their designated emergency muster point. Do not be alarmed. Proceed in an orderly fashion towards your nearest emergency exit point. Station personnel will be on hand to see you to your evacuation vessel.
Greetings all and welcome to this stream of Elite Dangerous. I am Father Bill, a Roman Catholic priest and a streamer. Thanks for joining. Hey Sitbox, welcome. Hey Cal, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Today we continue with the war in HIP 48391. Well, Cal, I'll take a look at the Discord, and I'll get back to you later today. I was out of the office most of the day, and I haven't had a chance to look at the Discord. Terribly sorry. So, yesterday I had to run to deal with some real-life stuff. Hopefully, even though I got my phone right next to me, hopefully it doesn't go off during the stream today. So, sorry I got started a little late, but I fell down a rabbit hole last night. Understood? The rabbit hole I fell down was a new series that I never saw before, but with one of my favorite actors, a guy named Nathan Fillion, which I enjoyed in Firefly, and also the now I'm forgetting the second series he was in, but yeah, Mark Gamer, you're absolutely correct. I just started watching The Rookie and I was like, ooh, this is good. This is really good. So yeah, I stayed up a little later than I expected, so that meant I got up a little later. Check something here. Okay, so let's do that, and this, there we go. I'm with you, Cal. Firefly was amazing. And I can't believe I can't remember his second series, which was absolutely incredible as well. In fact, during that series, he reprised his role. Yeah, Castle. Thank you, Mark Gamer. I was thinking House, but I knew that wasn't right. He reprised his role as Captain Mal Reynolds in a couple of episodes, which I found to be incredibly humorous. Let's see where we are in the war. Oh, we triumphed. How did that happen? We were only up by 1 day. Okay. Well, it looks like we're heading to Savandavit. I wish I knew how that happened. Huh. Go figure. Go see what's going on there. We might come back to this system to do some remedial work to start building up our influence here. I think they broke something with 18.05.
Ship released. Regulate your speed when exiting the docking bay.
And when they got 18.06 done, that unbroke things. Good old spaghetti code, you know? I actually bought a movie that was a modern retelling of Much Ado About Nothing because of Fillion. He was brilliant in it. I didn't much care for their retelling of the story, but Fillion was absolutely amazing in it. And then, of course, there's the Dr. Evil Sing-Along blog that he did an incredible job in as well. Hey, Fearful Egg, good to see you. I've heard that somewhere, Cal. I don't know where I've heard that before.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, So Very Twisted, thanks for the lurk.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Warning, operation time operating beyond safety limits.
I can't imagine how he would do on SNL. Yeah, and you know, Cal, because most nights I was asleep, I never saw him on Kimmel, but I'll go to YouTube. I'm sure it's there. That's actually what got me to watching The Rookie. I caught a couple of YouTube shorts and was like, Fillion, new TV show. Interesting. Then I chased down a whole bunch of those YouTube shorts. I was like, oh, this show's pretty good. So I bought the first season and I'm working my way through that. So I lost a lot of hours last night where I should have been sleeping. Oh well, it is what it is. True enough. And that's the problem with trying to catch up on a series. It's a 6-year run so far. Or 6th season anyway. How did I miss this for so long? So I noticed you were streaming, Cal. How'd your stream go? I'm certain there were many organic PvP moments. At least I hope there were, for your sake. Uh-oh. And what is his Mark II build? I'm curious. Wow, we're at 75% already. Wonder if my Python could make it there. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna take it regardless. Because those are 5 influence missions. So this, if I do all of these missions, I will have Ramu first. I thought drag didn't work for us for some reason. Well, I'm gonna have to invest in that then.
There's another bio-waste village on deck C.
Hey, Solomon.
4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Hull integrity compromised. Warning. Temperature critical.
Clicking out. Oh well. I'm gonna cook myself. Well, here's the thing, Solomon. That uses up tonnage, which means you have less tonnage to use for other things. So you don't get something for nothing. But there are still useful builds out there. Yeah. So the shield on the Onyx, the legendary Centurion, is a good compromise between armor and firepower. The one on the Black Knight, I'm not so sure, because that uses up a lot of tonnage. I am Ditopia. It may replace my my Python for, if it has more cargo capacity than the Python. I'd hate to say it, but that might replace at least one of my Pythons for max cargo. It all depends on what its combat outload is. Load out. Why do I always do that? If its combat loadout is anything like the Python, with its SCO optimization, I'll be hard-pressed to fly the Python any longer. Yeah, I'm with you, Cal. I'm with you on the, I need to know the stats. Bring my thermal conduit plasma Python Mark II. That should make things interesting. I'm practicing with it, Cal. I'm practicing with it. Even with a weapons-focused distro, whew, it's hard to manage. We tied, if I remember correctly. We both blew up. The year before I won, but this year we tied. I agree. That was quite satisfying. And I want to say it was in the Ares, the ship I'm flying now. And of course, you were in the FDL. Neither of us had just enough hull to get things one-sided. You know, that reminds me of something. Okay, good. We had a NPC chasing me down that was very difficult to beat, and I turned on crimes to get a little help from the cops. I needed to make sure I had turned it off again. Actually, I had 2 anacondas coming after me, and I didn't quite have the combat capability to fight them both at the same time. Not without some help. Hey, Throttle Junkie, good to see you. Malice who? What? Who's that?
Welcome to the stream. Comstar now has all of your personal information.
BSDL, thank you for the follow. Berkeley Software Development. That's a thing I haven't seen for quite a while. At least I think that was the name of it.
Fuel scooping complete.
I looked into that long time ago. Like 1996. when we were looking for a web server for my diocese. 97. 96. It was 96. That was the summer I worked at the diocese doing technical work. Back then they called me the cyber seminarian.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, if you buy the Highlander mech pack, it will have the heavy metal.
Incoming mission critical message.
You'll get all the Highlanders that are in the game, plus the heavy metal. I'm pretty sure. Well, you'll get 2 Highlanders and the heavy metal.
Complete. Warning, operation operating beyond safety limits.
Yeah, I want to say, now I could be wrong about this, but we were the very first diocese that had a website in the country. We beat the Vatican to a website. And we didn't use... What was the name of that place? GeoCities or anything like that. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong. But we were one of the first for certain. I also helped build the website for our seminary. Well, you have to remember, the web really didn't break out until late 90s. By the time I was ordained, they had a website for certain. We didn't even have networking at the diocese until I got there. The director of technology had networking. He had access to a DSL line with a blistering 1.5 megabits per second, which really was good at the time. Later on, they got onto a token net that was run by the city to hook up all the schools. Because they were attached to a school, they could get access to that token ring network. Then they had 3 megabit service. And now they're on a fiber connection, if memory serves. Man, I wish I could get fiber. I had such a headache with a short stream this afternoon. Had to restart the stream. Had to restart the modem twice. And then I still, I'm supposed to have 50 upload. And I'm using... 24 megabytes upload, so I should have headroom. But this afternoon, the most I could get was 24. And anybody who streams knows you need a bit of headroom to
Cannot comply.
to be able to stream successfully.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it was. We actually had access initially when we hosted our network or hosted our website at a provider, a local provider company called Marble something.
Warning. Operating.
We had access to a DS3 line. Which was basically a bonded triple bonded T1 line.
Warning. Operating beyond safety limits.
But that company had issues, and we had to move our Sun Spark web server to another location. Very cool, Halo. I'll tell you, I did not like writing HTML code the way you had to with the Spark. I was the very first student. Hey, Nikki, good to see you. Things are going well. Hopefully I don't get called off to emergency like I did yesterday morning. But so far, so good. I was the very first student at the seminary to get access to a T1 line, a T1 network. It was glorious. And of course, as soon as my next door neighbors found out, they said, "Can we share that with you?" I was like, "Don't tell anybody." So I got a hub, and back then you couldn't get switches, so I had a hub and shared it with 2 people. One who was the editor of the school magazine, and the other one was a good friend that I knew I could trust. Because the reason I got access was I was the director of student computer services, and I had to make sure that people were using the computers appropriately. Which, that wasn't fun, let me tell you. We're concerned, Cal. It may be leaning towards sentience. I'm still trying to understand it myself. Uh-oh. We'll deal with that new version of voice attack another day. Not going to do that now.
Always village on deck C. Sanitation team respond.
I never had an acoustic coupler. I saw an acoustic coupler. My uncle used it for his business. I want to say my first modem was a 2400 baud,
Fuel scooping.
and that was blistering speed back then.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning, operation time operating beyond safety limits.
And before I got cable internet the first time with better than 1 megabit per second speed, I had a bonded 56K, a double 56K modem from old US Robotics. Nope, they were two 56K modems, and I had to have two phone lines, and they dialed in at the same time, and they basically gave me 128 speed, or what is it? Basically, it was 56K down, 56K up. Which, when I was gaming the old Mech Warrior, was nice. Hey, Skybird, good to see you. Oh, no kidding, Throttle Junkie. That's why most nights I waited till after 10 to use the internet, because we had one shared line for the entire floor that I lived on. Those were the days. And of course, you didn't have cell phones back then either. I had a cell phone while I was working after college, but when I went to the seminary, it's like, I can't afford this anymore. But by the time I got into my first parish, I did have cell phones. And they were wonderful. I even got a StarTAC once. Ah, the old days. Yep, Throttle Junkie, I had a pager too. But the pager was when I was on call at the hospital, when I was the chaplain, student chaplain at a hospital in Boise, Idaho. When I first discovered an outfit called Micron Technologies, which was based out of Idaho at that point. And of course, I've used a whole bunch of Micron tech since then. My gaming computer actually has Crucial RAM in it. I forget which version, but it's got some version of Crucial RAM.
Four, three, two, one.
What was it, 98? Yeah, it was summer of 98. Had to be. Yeah, summer of 98, I had the pager. There was one Sunday, I was on call, and I got up early, went to Mass. I want to say it was 7:30 Mass. I thought, I know I'm going to get called out, but I should be able to go to the 7:30 Mass. Got paged out 10 minutes into Mass. Found the 9 o'clock Mass in town. 20 minutes in, I got paged out. Noon Mass, paged out. Finally, there's one Mass left in town. It's at 5 o'clock in the evening. You guessed it, paged out. And I just went, God has to understand. I've done everything I can do. I'm not trying to skip. Positron Icon, the Larson scanner was made by a viewer, and it is modular, so I can add it to any headset. This was made for significantly larger headsets, I have to say. That's why it doesn't quite fit this one. Yeah, Throttle Junkie. But, you know, when I was a kid, I was taught you always go to Mass and you stay from beginning to end. And it's hard to break that. You know, you have to make decisions sometimes. And it's not, you know, you're trying to avoid. but sometimes it just can't happen. There was a Sunday when I was in isolation because I had a sinus infection, and they said, well, get tested for COVID. So I got tested for COVID, didn't have it, but I didn't get those results until after our masses here on
Lacey Alpha Romeo Echo.
Sunday
The landing
evening.
pad has been reserved for your arrival. The Alliance welcomes you, Commander.
I was more than a little bit
Permission
frustrated
authorized. Just heading for approach to pad 03.
in that particular instance, but there was nothing I could do. Till I got those tests, I had to be isolated.
Roger, Commander. You are clear to leave when ready.
No, this is
2,000 meters from touchdown.
this is actually the second variant of it, Positron Icon. The first didn't last very long, but thankfully the person who figured out how to make this figured out how to do it again with a
Ship is on deck. Clear to offload. Welcome to our
brace
sample,
this time
Commander.
to keep it operational. Okay, we're going to offload the limpets. Go to outfitting. Store that. Hopefully that will give me enough range to get that 200 light years with 196 tons of silver. Yeah, and the fact that I was studying to be a priest at that point, Throttle Junkie, you had it you had it built in.
Ship restraints disengaged.
And I honestly
Speed
wanted to
exiting
go.
the docking bay.
I honestly wanted to go, but I had responsibilities and there was nothing I can do. Let me put it this way. Normally, if I had missed Mass, I would have gone to confession. I didn't go to confession for this one. Thought about it, but I didn't go. Good old Catholic guilt, you know?
You are clear to plot your own course. Starcon out.
Three, two, one.
Just enough SCO to get me out of the gravity well. Because these short run systems, you really don't need it. Just a heads up, folks, next ad's about to run. Just to give a heads up, next ad's about to run. I used to know her name. I don't remember it now. Which drives me just a little bit nuts. I think it's one of those pieces of information that's in there, but because of the scrambled noodle I have, it's hard to pull up the information. Yep, that's it. B. Arthur. Yep. I almost had that, but I lost it. Artesian, welcome. Now, hopefully, I will have enough fuel to go 200 light years with 200 tons of cargo or so. Yeah, yep. They all had remarkable roles. Good deal. No. You know, there was a classical training that got done when those ladies were coming up in the acting world that I don't think exists any longer. Now it's all method acting. Whatever the heck that means. Sorry, I don't mean that disrespectfully. I've heard that term, and it's just not what you saw 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. That's fair. I mean, that's Gary Sinise and the Steppenwolf company that he founded. and so many others. I want to say John Lithgow was another one of those people who got to start on the stage. And he's one of my favorite actors. And of course, there's Alan Rickman, who did his best acting as Alexander Dane who lamented his many occasions of playing Hamlet to a number of curtain calls. You know, I think I've heard that, Skybird. Alan Rickman in Galaxy Quest was just incredible. Hey, Silent Sniper. Mm-hmm. The first movie I saw Lithgow in, Silent Sniper, is not exactly quality film. Buckaroo Banzai was my first encounter with John Lithgow. I love his character in that. It's just hysterical. The character he played in Footloose, character he played in the Manhattan Project. Not quality cinema, but hysterical. Yeah, I should be able to make it. It's gonna be close, though. You know what? I'm not taking a chance. Oh, and what a bad movie that was. Everybody thought after Dances for Wolves that guy couldn't do anything wrong. Then he did Waterworld. And you know what? That was a great movie. Seven Samurai, or the what was the American version of it? The Magnificent Seven in space. Love George Papard's character. Didn't care for the ship, but another movie that he gets panned on, although I love the book, was The Postman. The book was much better, but, you know, the movie was okay. I gotta be careful with some of that type of book, though. I can't read those anymore. Dystopian movies and books and alternate history. I have enough stress in my life. I don't need to add stress like that. There's enough dystopian news in the world itself. Yeah. And I have to read the news. It's not something I can escape. Although I did hear a joke. It was on a YouTube video from one of our former presidents. And he told a joke that I'll share with you. And this is going to make it into a homily someday. I won't do it justice as the president did, but he was speaking at an event, and he said, and there was this man who got pulled over by a police officer for not having taillights on his vehicle. The police officer comes up to him and says, "You do realize you don't have taillights?" The man jumps out of his vehicle, runs to the back, and is panicked. And the officer comes to him and says, "Sir, you don't have taillights, but it's not that big a deal." He said, "It might not be a big deal to you, but I lost a trailer, a wife, 4 kids, and a dog." Yeah, it was Nell. And I swear the villain from Battle Beyond the Stars is where Mel Brooks got his ideas for Spaceballs.
Be aware that primary access corridors on Deck C are temporarily closed due to routine maintenance. Air 5 Alpha on and cross-check, clear to search.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know, Cal. Your thing is so maneuverable, and with me playing fixed weapons, I'm not so sure. Especially if you're flying FA off.
Three, two, one.
I don't know if you'd have the power for it with the PAs, but if it were me, it would be rails. One feedback cascade, the other one super pen. But that's just me. You know, I think I did
3, 2, 1.
multis. I'll have to look. It's been a long time since I've flown it. But I know I did multis, but I don't remember what the smalls were.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Fair enough. Well, you could do I think you can do for the plasmas and the rails plasma slugs, can't you? Then you just need to throw in a couple of fuel tanks. Oh, yeah. The Cygnus, I mean, it's a fairly dark movie for Disney, but man, the special effects in it were amazing. Understood? Well, you never know, Skybird. With all the reimagined, rebooted, etc.
Critical message.
Fly safely. Access granted. Cleared for landing on pad 2-6.
Scan detected.
Are there size 1 torps? Again, I've never used torps.
Docking complete. Ground crew dispatched. You are most welcome, Commander.
No, that's the Mark IV. Multis and rails. I did not remember that, obviously. Shields would need to be fixed. Thanks, me. Hey, RQ, good to see you. Welcome. Cal, look up Frosty Tools. All one word, Frosty Tools. Something I stumbled on, I think, via Twitter, and I decided to give it a try. And then I threw a couple of bucks at the guy, and I'm glad I did. Nope, can't do it.
The mechs are on the field, which means it's game time.
Rich the Gamer, thank you for the raid, and welcome to those joining from your channel. Hope you had a good stream. What we up to?
Ship uncoupled. Exit the station quickly and safely.
it gets some of the information it gets, I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing it was reading your show title.
Scan detected.
Rockfall 027 requesting priority docking.
Clear of station perimeter. Be careful out there, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, you know, Cal, you can control it. You can turn off whatever you want to turn off. There are things I'm not using. And of course, there are settings that prevent it from being cursed. It's something you need to see once. Well, I'm glad the stream. I feel for you with the internet disconnects. I had the same problem yesterday. That is so very frustrating. Rich, I am working on the background simulation in 2 of the systems we control. One system we're trying to expand out of. The other one we just won a war. That's where I'll be headed to after I finish this mission. To build up our influence in the section, or in the system that we just won the war.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Hey Gar, good to see you. Welcome. Little Dave, good to see you.
3, 2,
1. Hey McLean, good to see you. Uh-oh. Come on, game.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
It's an interesting time right now, Positron Icon. Some things have slowed down, but in other ways, they're getting ready for some pretty big changes to the game. One of the things that's new is this Super Cruise Overcharge. Understood. Yeah, unfortunately then, Rich, the legacy is pretty much what you have is what you got. They'll do, you know, stability updates and things of that nature, but pretty much legacy is what legacy is. Little Dave, if you go to a panel down below, that's actually not a bad idea for me to put a command together, but there's a panel down below, Parish YouTube. That'll take you to our YouTube channel.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Yep, we do 2 different each weekend. One from my southern parish and one from my northern parish. They're basically the same, but each community is slightly different, so I have to sometimes tailor the homilies slightly differently.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Well, there are some that you could get through Twitch drops. Second O should be an I. And it is the use of scripture in teaching during Mass. Some people give sermons which are not always based on scripture, but within the Roman Catholic Church, we have a set cycle of scripture. And I always preach to that scripture, whatever it happens to be.
Welcome to the stream. Comstar now has all of your personal information.
Well, thank you very much for that follow, Rich. Absolutely. I think that even happens in Legacy too, so... Yeah, that's something I'm going to work on later today, is my preaching for the weekend. What do you mean by in-game activities? I've used technology, but never ED or MechWarrior, no. I don't know if they'd understand. I have discussed gaming. So many of the people know that I'm a gamer. Lev, we were one day up, and now the war is over. I don't know what happened, but we won. One ship I'll never own.
offline. Target shields online. Target shields offline. Under attack.
Rapid front pain.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lev, it was a ship that was given to people who bought into the game at a particular time.
The mechs are on the field, which means it's game time.
Hey, Stothy, thanks for the raid, and welcome to those joining from your channel. That was the Horizons pre-order. Thank you. That I didn't know. Only time I'm not in open is if I'm helping out somebody who's not comfortable flying in open. Otherwise, that's where you'll find me. I'm doing very well. ARCS is the squadron run by Cal. Back in the day when we were in 78 Ursay, he helped us win a number of wars. Boy, those were the days. So glad that I only go there anymore for well, and as I remember it, Cal, didn't you figure out your module deleting Corvette in one of the wars that we fought? One of the many wars we fought? Speaking of that ship. Yeah, that's the Fearless, I think. I haven't used that since I left 78. Because we fight an occasional war, but not that often like we used to. Man, there was a day. At one point, my squadron back then fought 11 wars in 3 months. We had a player group working against us in private group or solo, and it took a lot of people to help us win the last one. But by the end of those wars,
3, 2, 1.
my squadron broke up because they were tired of fighting. No, Corvette is in, you can get it in Legacy. You have to get federal rep for it, but you can get it in Legacy. Yep.
2, 1.
And one of the ways to get it is in a system called Ceos and Sothis. And you run missions back and forth for federal factions in those two systems. And you will get federal rep quickly if you're wanting to get a Corvette quickly. I recommend you go to a federal system and just play the game. You'll get federal rep quick enough. That's what I did. Close. We are getting ready. Thank you, Cal. We are getting ready to expand out of Sandovet. And we won a war in HIP 48391. So after I finish this, I'll have done all the influence work I can do at Sandovet. Then I'm going to head to 48391 to work on our influence there to solidify our place in that system so that eventually we can overtake it. Overtake it. What am I doing with these words? Take it over. That's what I was trying to say. So right now I'm delivering cargo.
Three, two, one.
Which will get me another 5 influence for our faction. Yeah, I have to get that set up. Their next big event isn't until October. At least events that I can do, because the next event they're doing is for VTubers. And I don't think I count.
Three, two, one.
As soon as I get things set up, I'll let you know, Cal. I have to contact them again and make sure that they are doing an October event. The reason I didn't do the March one was because I knew I was going to be helping out with Operation Warbucks. Greetings, Philip. Welcome on in. Just checking to see how the stream is going as far as technology. thank you. Yep. This week's Wednesday at about 1 o'clock Central Daylight Time here in the States. 25 years earlier, I was
Welcome to
ordained
the
a
stream.
priest.
Comstar now has all of your personal information.
I'll try and get this out. Plot 2 Electric Boogaloo. Thank you for the follow.
That salvo had their name on it.
And Pushkar 880. Thank you for your follow.
Welcome to the stream. Comstar now has all of your personal information.
Nobunga requires toes. Thank you for your follow. Yeah, they darn near broke me on my anniversary. I hit a level 6 hype train, which I've never hit a hype train higher than level 3, I think, before that. That darn near broke me. Thank you, Gar.
The game is on.
Huh. Crazy Boy, thank you very much for those gift subs. Those of you who just got it, make sure you say thank you. Thank you very much for the support. Oh, you know what? You're right, it does. I have to turn on a separate program. And because of yesterday's internet problems, my normal computer configuration wasn't updated. So as soon as I get landed here and get this mission turned in, I'll get that fixed.
If you're gonna try to dodge, it's best to dodge out of the way.
Dothy, thank you for that 4th month.
Descend to flight level 200. Ship is on the ground. Perform landing checklist. Welcome to the facility.
let me get that fixed. Okay, that was a test.
Control completed. Command, I'm heading home.
That's not it. Just checking out my rules here.
Receiving 5x5.
Not equal
I'm in the air
to...
now. Joining patrol.
Give me just a couple moments, folks. See what that did. Didn't do anything. So I will do it manually. Hopefully it will update from here on forward. I think it has to be, that program had to be running for it to work. Hey, have a great guitar lesson there.
Vessel is free, clear for departure.
I wish you the best. Thanks again for bringing over your folks.
Cannot comply.
Philip, you have to go beyond the, it'll be, so if you're looking for a 5 alpha drive, then you have to go beyond it, and then you'll see the 5 alpha SCO. Oh, absolutely, Gladestone. Absolutely. As soon as it is available, I'll be getting that one for sure. It may replace my standard Python. It won't replace this Python, but my cargo carrying Python that is pure cargo, if it can carry more cargo than that, and the fact that it's SCO optimized, yeah, I'll be getting that. Type 8 is the name. Type 8. It's a Lakon medium pad ship that looks like this.
3, 2, 1.
Fair enough, Halo. I'm okay with it. Because I still have vertical visibility, and unlike the crate, which uses up so much of your peripheral vision, it looks like it's going to be a much smaller slice of your peripheral vision on the Type 8, but only time will tell. Skybird, we're theorizing that it's for extra cargo.
3, 2, 1.
And you aren't the only one who saw the SDF-1. I also saw the white base from Gundam. It kind of reminds me of that. We don't have a lot of details on it yet. The only thing that I'm aware of for certain is that it's a medium pad ship optimized for SCO, and the forward sponsons, in addition to what I surmise is going to be additional cargo, the hard points will be on those sponsons. Combat. Little Dave, it's combat.
3, 2, 1.
Your suit, as long as it has power, protects you from cold or heat. Although you don't want to mess with fire. In my experience, it doesn't go well. The tool, Halo. I like the tool. I wasn't sure it was going to be useful, but I have to say, I'm enjoying it. The only thing that I might not use any further is the little factoids that it gives out. But I'm gonna give it a, give it a run and see if it gets more interesting.
Welcome to the stream. Comstar now has all of your personal information.
Zombie Killer 420, thank you very much for the follow.
Warning. Frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits. Main fuel tank low.
So I got my start, little Dave, streaming the BattleTech universe, playing a game called MechWarrior Online. Comstar is a pseudo-religious technology faction from that game. They run the communication, faster than light communication system by which they monitor every person's communication throughout the inner sphere, which is where humanity lives in the galaxy. So that's what Comstar is. Oh, the BattleTech universe is fascinating. When I played MechWarrior, the original PC title, the game had a lot of lore built into it. After that, I started reading the novels based on the BattleTech universe, and I've been hooked on it ever since.
Delay Sierra, India, Sierra. A landing pad has been reserved for your
And
arrival.
Comstar-
Airlines welcomes you, Commander. Landing permitted. Make your way to landing pad 3-3.
Is particularly morally ambiguous, and some of their faction, specifically those who would become the Word of Blake, are lawful evil. Massively evil.
Make way for oncoming traffic, Commander. Restrict your speed.
Safe journeys. Have I ever ridden anything? Not since I was in college. But no gaming lore or things of that nature.
Extend landing gear.
That being said,
Landing successful. Ignition system shut down. Glad you arrived safely, Commander.
opening Discord for the first time today. Just trying to find a message I sent someone. Where is that message? It is not my day for technology. They didn't find it there. Check one other place. Let's see if I got it stored somewhere else. Not taking so long. So some friends of mine, about 3 years ago, bought into the BattleTech Kickstarter. And as part of that, I didn't have the cash available at that point. They bought into it for me. And this was written about me in the BattleTech universe. So I didn't write it, but it was written about me. So that was a neat thing that happened some time ago.
Welcome to the stream. Comstar now has all of
Tales
your
of
personal
Arcanum, thank you for
information.
that follow. Okay, let's see what we can do for the faction here after I get this taken care of. Hot dog. Easy influence. That's 16 influence in what, 30 seconds? I love it when I can do that. So each of these donate missions gives our faction 2 influence. And it is the quickest way to get influence in a system. So we're going for some black boxes. Switch ships. No, that one doesn't have the right. I hope the Mars is here. It's not. Nuts. I can always re-outfit this one. Make a couple little changes to it. So that will let me get how many? I don't think I need that. I think I can keep that shield booster or shield cell bank on board.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, let's take out the pirate first. Hey, Millennial.
Ship released. You are clear to depart. Clear of the station perimeter. Starcon out.
Four, three, two, one. Incoming mission critical message.
Couldn't have had me back there. I should have known that was going to happen. This ship has a thimble for a fuel tank, and I've got a whole bunch of jumps to make. And this is one I don't want to make.
4, 3, 2.
Little Dave, no. Starcom is the Alliance's traffic control. But I never noticed that before. It is kind of interesting.
Don't panic. I've been sent to find you. Follow my wake and we can talk.
Incoming mission critical message.
If you're looking for Philip Webb, I recently saw them nearby. If you're quick, you might still catch them.
Four, three, two, one.
You know, that's now that you say that, little Dave, I never noticed that before.
Mission objective detected.
What? It's 5:20 already. Time flies. Well, you know, it's interesting that you say that, little Dave. The name of our faction is the Academy. It's the first time we submitted it. We submitted it as the New Avalon Military Academy. They didn't like that because they knew it was a BattleTech reference. So we had to change the name to just the Academy. So I don't think it's an homage. I think it's just a coincidence.
If you're gonna try to dodge, it's best to dodge out of the way.
Hey, Joey, thank you for that 75th month. Thank you very much for that Tier 1 sub. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, can you imagine what we could do? And Gribbly, I love it. It's not a Python. It's a Python Mark II. But for combat and for light mission running, it's a pretty good ship. I love the firepower it has. If we could somehow merge the bubble and the inner sphere, McLean, oh, that would be incredible. Fleet carriers would be the jump ships. Then all we'd have to get are drop ships. True, you could, Phoenix. You very well could. It probably does. Certainly the Type 10 does. side of that shield. Target power plant. I can fuel up at 46903. Really? No Halo feedback.
2, 1.
Cascade feedback. I have that to knock down shield cell banks.
Mission objective detected. Incoming mission critical message.
Fair enough. I've got one that's 4 pacifiers and then 2 rails. I think that's the Mars's build. This one really was set up for conflict zone, but it works set up the way it is now. That's just what I thought would make a very good build. Like you said, you do enough DPS to overcome shield cell banks. And every ship here.
Four, three, two, one.
If you aren't subbed, folks, next ad's about to run. About 30 seconds. Next ad's about to run. We'll go to Herjolfsson first. Fill up the tank. Great thing about frags is they're so power efficient, even overcharged. I'm glad to hear that, McLean. I can't explain it, McLean. Twitch being twitchy, I guess. Yep, I fully understand. Hot dog, we got rearmed too. Okay. While I'm seated here, I'm going to get up and stretch my legs real quick. I'll be back in a minute or so. I'll leave you in the care of the chair, and I will be right back. And I'm back. See how the technical side of things is going. Good deal, it is working. Okay, I know why that happened. Okay. Yeah, I'm finding some new tech to liven up the stream a little bit. And that's one of them. That transition.
Operations, we're picking up solar flare activity. Expect disruptions. Over.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I have not done that or Stream Raiders, but I know what you're talking about, McLean. There's even one that it used to be Pokemon characters. Can't remember who did that, but one of the streams I used to follow did that on a fairly regular basis. Yes, I agree.
Retracted. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, McLean. Enjoy MWO. I'll be hopping onto that later this afternoon after I get my work done. Yeah, understood. Fully understood. He forgot holiday.
Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Mission objective detected.
My alt, the only thing I'm elite in is trade.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Arrow Dion, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome back.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Incoming mission critical message.
Yes. This is the big screen Beyond,
4, 3, 2,
and it's the smallest PC VR headset on the market right now. Weighs about 132 grams.
mission objective detected. Incoming mission critical message.
And it's much more comfortable. Indeed. Yeah, it was a necessity for me. Back in January, I got a concussion, and I wasn't able to stream in VR because the old headset caused vertigo. Then when this came in, I could get back to VR streaming. Because it is so lightweight. See if that pirate catches up to me before I drop here. Almost hope he does. I don't want him dropping on me when I'm trying to pick up black boxes.
Mission objective detected. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Incoming mission critical message. Cannot comply.
Pesky little FDL. Trying to stop me. What a fool. If it isn't the Appalachian Mountains, I don't know.
Mission objective detected. Incoming mission critical message.
Drop at this nav beacon to see where the next black boxes can be found. I got it right. Neat. What I'm doing right now, since there's so many ships, I'm trying to get data. This is something I never have enough of. That should be everybody.
X-ray 35 to enter Newback.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, System Philosophy. It's going very well. Thank you. Better not go any more Super Cruise. Overcharge. I am almost out of fuel. Hope I have enough to get back to 48391. The faction war finished somehow. The background simulation apparently is a little off kilter right now. So we had 1 day up in the war. Now we have a victory in the war. Normally a war goes 7 days, and whoever gets the most of those days, so whoever gets 4 days, wins the war.
Mission objective detected. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Under attack. Four, three, two, one.
I'd love to go into overcharge here, but I'm a little too short on fuel. Yeah. No, I'm pretty conservative. I get below 25%, the overcharge gets put on the shelf. And I'm probably 12% fuel. Maybe.
Incoming mission critical message. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And when you do that, Rich, you want to get reputation missions, not influence, but reputation. Influence is for the faction. Reputation is for your it's what helps you to become ally with the factions. Yep. That was something I got confused with before I started paying attention to the whole BGS system.
Delay Golf Alpha Tango. Starcon welcomes you to Alliance space. Fly safely while in and around the starport. Permission authorized. Adjust heading for approach to pad 3-5.
Now for me, what I'm doing is all for influence. Hey, Tigger.
Glad
Good to see you.
arrived safely, Commander.
Your evening's going well? So that got me 4 influence on those two. This one we're going to do influence.
Incoming message.
Nothing there. Switch to a different ship. More of a multi... Oh, that reminds me. I need to get the Mars over here. And let's get this ship re-outfit again. Glad to hear it, Tigger. Let's check the mission board again. Clock should have ticked. I was hoping those would come up. Ugh, another ad? Come on, Twitch. I'll see if I can fix that. And folks, I'm sorry about that ad, but I have got to call it a stream at this time. Mass is in a bit. Let me find you somebody I can hand you off to. I'm going to send you over to Commander Hatch, who's currently streaming. Thanks to all who joined today. Thanks to those who hit the follow button, sub button, donated subs, or just for being here. Also, those who hit the raid button, thank you very much for bringing over your folks. Not sure I'm going to have any time on the weekend to stream, but if I can get back on, be looking for notifications from Twitch or Twitter. Again, thanks to all for being here, and until next time, peace.